All right, today we're going to start looking into polynomials a little bit. Okay, we're going to kind of tiptoe into this because I want y'all to get a good foundation before we'll actually hit the main, more difficult thing next week with this. So we're kind of, just coming off a test and getting into this. All right. Now, standard form of a polynomial is, it says decreasing in powers. That means it goes from the biggest to the smallest. So if you had like x to the 6th, x to the 5th, x squared plus, I don't know, 1. Okay, that's standard form. All right, y'all have seen it before. This is a good review since we, nobody kind of only had like 2 months of a semester in the spring. All right, so here's the big thing. 2 ways we can classify this. This is by the degree, okay, and the number of terms. There's a reason why we're looking at the degree, because we're actually going to start naming something else after that to follow up with our polynomials, okay? If it just has a number, like this right here, just has a number and no variable, it has a degree of 0. That's awesome. All right, if it just has x to the first, this is linear. Honestly, I'll tell you this. I don't want y'all to focus so much on the names of linear, quadratic, quartic, quintic, supercubic, hectodexic. If you can just type a number or drag and pull up a number or click a multiple choice, that's all I need. Okay, that's all I need. Because that lets me, I don't need to know if you know this vocabulary. I need to know if you can find the highest thing. All right. Now, the other part is how we name its number of terms. Okay. If there's just one. Now, also on this number of terms, you don't have to know. All you have, whoop, too far. All you have to know is mono, bi, tri, and poly. Okay. You don't have to finish writing it out. Okay. Mono means 1. Bi means 2, like a bicycle. Okay. Basically, if you want to do, mono, tri, and these two, all right, this is what I believe. Whoever was in charge of naming stuff, after they got past 3 terms, they got tired of naming, coming up with names, so they just named it a polynomial. So if it's more than 3 terms, it's a polynomial. Okay. If you think about somebody being lazy, it makes sense. All right. Because I think these were 2 different people. Maybe they got burned out, if it's the same person, they got burned out from saying quadratic, cubic, quartic, quintic, whatever, all that crap. Okay. All right. So first thing we're going to do is start rewriting these in standard form, and then we're going to classify them by degree and terms. All right. What's our biggest power right here on A? No, to the 4th. So we have 3x to the 4th. Okay, our biggest power, that's the smallest number. So now that I've used it, I'm going to mark it out. All right, what's my next power below that? Yeah, it is the -8, but it's the x to the 3rd, so that would go next. And then last would be this. Okay, what's the degree of this? What's the highest exponent? 4. How many terms do we have? 3. So it's a 4th degree trinomial. Bam. Okay. And there are actually some problems on the homework where I can actually make you put them in order. Okay. I got kind of fancy. at least for one problem. Because it takes too long to format them. All right. Now, number B, it's already in standard form. That's it. Okay. Do we have a variable at all? No. So we have a 0 degree or constant. How many terms do we have? 1. So it's a mono. Like that smooching disease, mononucleosis. Okay. I don't think we're going to have a big outbreak of mononucleosis with these masks on. It's kind of hard for people to tear up that sugar when you're wearing a mask. Nobody uses that phrase, tear up that sugar, as much as they should. All right. Number C. What's going to go first? Yeah, the negative x goes first, or minus x. And then the positive 4. Okay. What's its degree? What's this power of x right here? 1. Very good. How many terms do we have? 2. That's it. Like I said, super short, super sweet, super easy. Okay. Number D. Is it already in standard form? It is, because look at the powers. It goes 5, 4. Look at the powers. It's like it's counting down to, blast off 5, 4, 3, 2, boom. Okay. It's already in standard form, so I would just leave it. All right. What's the highest power we have? 5. Awesome. How many terms do we have? 2. It's a binomial. All right. Number E. It's already in standard form. Awesome. Less work for us. Okay. Now, what's the highest power? 2. Great. How many terms do we have? 3. Trinomial. Like a tricycle, a bicycle. If you speak with a really southern accent, that really helps. All right. Number F. What's our highest power right here? 5. So we have 4x to the 5th. Okay, so we already know it's going to be a 5th degree, so we can go ahead and answer that. What's our next smallest? 2, so 3x squared, or minus 3x squared. What about our next power? X, just x, so that's a plus x, and plus 11. All right, how many terms do we have? 4. Remember, if it's more than 3, it's a poly. You ever heard of polymers or something like that? Polymer strand. Deals a lot with fabrics and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all take fashion, they cover that. That means multiple woven, poly mean multiple. Y'all probably know this if you watch Sister Wives, the polygamist type people. Of course, the guy on Sister Wives, I don't know how he does it. He's got like 4 or 5 different wives and stuff, and he's supposed to remember all that crap, like birthdays and anniversaries. I've got one regular wife and one ex-wife, and that's almost way too much to me to have. Okay. Y'all should laugh at that because that was funny. All right. So number G, it's in standard form. What's our highest power? 6. Okay, I'm glad. Hopefully you don't miss this one. All right. How many terms do we have? 1, because it's mono. All right. And lastly, number H. It's not in standard form, so we got to rewrite it. What's our highest one? Yeah, to the 3rd. Very good. So we know it's to the 3rd degree. Okay. What's our next highest power? X squared. Yep. This one actually goes 3, 2, 1 for us. Right. All right. Minus x and then minus 2. All right. We have more than 3 terms. So what is this? It is poly. Awesome possum. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording because that's technically the lesson. I want y'all to work on your turn and we're going to go over it today.